so uncomfortable for a father to think that their daughter's having sex. And it's so uncomfortable for corporations to support it. And I think, and by the way, I'm not blaming you for the whole media.
Thank you. Just for being a dog, because I'm a man.
But actually, ABC had a wonderful show called The Secrets of an American Teenager. Did a wonderful show on teenage pregnancy. I think the media, it can help, just like they do. They have to bring the issue into the consciousness. Parents are long pointed at. Why aren't parents doing a better job of talking to their teenagers? The kid, it comes, there's no, I don't know, hopefully at the end we'll end up with everyone giving an opinion of what we have to do better and what are the results of this discussion today, if there's any results. I think it's just communication and talking about it, because you guys are smart. You're going to get it, and you have to get it into your head, and you get it. At the Candie's Foundation, we try to get it to you through celebrities, and if Sierra's talking to you, or Fergie's talking to you, or Hayden Panettiere's talking to you, or today Bristol Palin, we're hoping you get it and you're smart enough. You have to process it, but I think it's the media, I think it's parents, I think it's 17 Magazine, I think it's the national campaign, and more discussion. We have to bring this into the national consciousness. And it's so difficult because it's such an uncomfortable issue. But it works. I mean, to think that in America, 10 times the rate of Canada or Sweden, why is America not talking about the issue? And because if they talk about it, you guys are smart. You're going to get it. You don't want to change your life. You don't want to have the responsibility of a screaming kid, as Bristol said, keeping you up all night. You want to be able to have a job before you have the kid, so you can take care of the kid. It's basics.
And you think it's the parents. We were talking about this before a little bit. Are your parents enough to keep you from making a decision like this? Raise your hands. If your parents say, don't do it, that'll be enough for you.
That's a lie.
More of you better raise your hands, because there may be parents.
That's a lie. That is a huge lie. Teacher, maybe your parents are here right now that you're raising your hand, but I'm telling you what, in teen years, yeah, it's so-called your rebellious stage. Anything my parents say, I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You guys, whatever. You guys don't know anything. I know it all. I know everything. I'm 16, 15. I know everything. I can drive now. So it's, see you guys later. You guys have no clue what you're talking about. That's, you guys got to think about that. You're going to be parents one day. Do you want your kid to treat you like that? That's the way you should look at it. Now I say that, but at that age, it was like, yeah, whatever.
Right. And it's Sarah said, you say if it's done right, it actually is an effective thing, that the parent can find a way to bridge this effectively. The key, I guess, is how.
Well, we get we put out a lot of stuff for parents, and we get called by them and so forth, and these parents, I can just hear them like on the phone. They'll say, now, when am I supposed to have the talk with my son or daughter? And I'm sitting here going, oh God, what am I going to say? It's not a talk, is it? It's an ongoing conversation for years. I mean, I bet you all would agree, if for people who've had the talk, teenagers or older people, will say, what do you most remember? And what they always say is how embarrassed and awkward it was. My mother was about to die, or she was just so awkward. Or
this is a terrible thing to talk to your kid about. This is the last thing you want to talk about.
Right.
Drugs are easy. Don't do the drugs; they'll kill you. What are you, stupid? And that's it. Don't. What do you think's going to happen? It's on fire. When you put it in your mouth, how can anything good happen?
My mom cornered me once and tried that.
The point is,
do we need to have the talk?
No one wants to.
Ran screaming out of the bathroom. No, fortunately, but...
Yeah, that's why it has to go on. What we always say to parents is you're talking all the time. And what a lot of parents get really uncomfortable about is the point, kids watch what their parents do, not just what the parents say. So if the parents' lives are kind of out of control and their boyfriends and girlfriends in and out of the house and a whole lot of stuff going on, it doesn't matter what the parents say. So parents have to not only, talk the talk, but walk the walk. But it's not a conversation. It's years. It's just saying, what's that on TV? What do you think about that? Is that the way we would handle it in our family? What about this? What about that? It's just constantly raising these issues. And what we were talking about earlier, Chris, is really important, I think, for parents, is that teenagers tell us all the time that their parents actually do make a difference in their lives. It's not just younger kids. Teenagers often say parents most influence their sexual decisions. But the parents get confused because kids don't act like it. They're sitting there going, oh, God. They got their hat down. They're sort of looking out the window. They don't look like they're listening to the parents, but they are. So the message always to parents is be involved, keep talking, stay in this conversation for years. Start early, stay late, talk a lot, and it does make a difference. It's very clear.
And, you know, this is a very strange sort of metaphor, but when you see a baby, babies will run and then they'll fall flat on their face. And most of the time they'll turn around